Is Jason Tatum overrated? Go.
No, he ain't overrated. He's not overrated. I don't know what's going on with not just Tatum, but the Celtics team these last like 2 games. Like, I get live by 3, die by the 3, but it's not. It's bigger than the 3. You guys are getting up by 20 plus points. So something you're doing offensively is working. So it's not like y'all just completely just laying the egg here. It's just like when it gets late in the game, they can't buy a bucket. They missed like, I don't know the exact stat, but I think it was like 16 straight shots in the fourth quarter. Like they went on like a 7-minute run without scoring anything. Like 7 minutes of an NBA quarter, you didn't get a point. And the Knicks play good defense, don't get me wrong, but a lot of these shots y'all was open, just missing. Go ahead, Jason.
If you and I go outside out here where I light your ass up in my basketball court in the backyard, and you shoot nothing but threes and you don't make them, and then you get closer and you keep missing them, what does that tell you? That shooting all those threes either A, fucked your confidence up, fucked your stroke off, fucked your vision off. Everything's fucked off when you miss threes and keep shooting them. When I go to the rack and I get to the line and then I get some continuity and get some rhythm and I start scoring, maybe I can hit a jump shot like Tatum. Tatum scores 1 basket in the last 2 fourth quarters, homie. 1 basket, Smitty. He's
great dunk late in the game.
He's not 42.
He made a couple free throws, I think, too.
He's not 40. He's not 42 years old. He's not LeBron James. I don't want to hear what excuse. I want to hear. So it's 42 years old when LeBron did it the other day and only scored 3 points in 2 fourth quarters. What's Tatum's fucking excuse now? He's in the prime. He's in the prime of his career. A lot of you motherfuckers were saying he's the face of the league. Last year they win the title. Like, what's the excuse now? I'm just saying, I don't know any superstar that can only score 1 basket in 2 fourth quarters when you're up, when your team is up. But yesterday I let in saying, I don't think there's any dog in these motherfuckers. There's no killer instinct. And again, it proved me right again. Up 20 and you can't fucking put your foot. How can you not put your foot? How do you not put your foot on their throat, City? How do you not put your foot on their throat, though? Where's the killer instinct?
They don't know how to.
Listen,
that's the problem.
I respect our guest yesterday who we had on NBA Insider, and he said, hey, I got to give credit to the guys coming back. I don't agree with that whatsoever because I'm not letting you come back, homie, if I have a killer instinct. If I'm already up 20,
Knicks do have that killer instinct.
I'm already up 20, though.
The Knicks do have that. The Knicks, like Jalen Brunson is a dog, for real.
You spotted me 20, though. You spotted me 20.
Yeah, but 20 ain't what it used to be, homie. I try to say that. 20 back in 03 was like, oh, if you was up 20, put the starters on the bench, the game is over. But that's because they didn't shoot the 3 like that. So if you down 20, that's a long ways to go. Nowadays, man, you see 20-point leads like go what? 20-point lead is like a 10-point lead. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so 20 don't scare me. Now if you get about 40, it's over. Like 40 is the new 20, 20 is the new 10. Cut whatever the league is, cut it in half. So when you see 20, stop letting that 20. I think 20's throwing you off. It's like, oh, it's a blowout. It ain't really a blowout with the 3-point shots going on. So but nevertheless, man, Tatum had like 13 points last night. That's unacceptable. He's being outplayed by Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
Really, him and Brown is being outplayed by the stars of the Knicks. The Knicks are hungrier. To me, they look like the tougher team, the more physical team. Beyond all that, they're damn short of the more clutch team, for sure. And that's what's happening right now.
When you're Tatum and you're the guy, and when Kobe was as great as he was in his prime, and his shot wasn't going down. Because let's be honest, shots don't go down for certain players. But what makes you great is how you figure out how to still get it done.
Yep.
That's why Anthony Edwards was called out by his coach the other day. He didn't figure it out. He hit 1 3 and he kept shooting. Why were you doing that when you have other things going on? You could go get the ball. Kobe would attack. Jordan would attack. They'd go get fouled. They'd go get to the rim. They'd get some sort of rhythm. They'd make their impact felt in other areas. These cats nowadays don't do that. And it's evident as shit. You are Jason Tatum, 6'8". I've stood next to him.
Super skilled.
Long, skilled as shit. Both. He got left hand arsenal. He got a right hand arsenal. He's got a Jimmy. He's got a mid game. He's got a fucking free throw shooter. He don't do any of that. All he does is stay on the edge and perimeter and shoot threes. And you haven't made a fucking basket in 2 fourth quarters. And that's what you do. You stay out there. And the only bucket he scored on was a screen, a legal one at that, a fucking moving screen on a dunk to put him up 1 late in the game. And that was it. Only bucket he scored in 2 fourth quarters.
I think he made some free throws too, if I'm not mistaken. But
Only
that,
bucket,
right.
homie. Bucket. Only
I got you.
bucket.
I'm just
he only scored one basket, though. So I'm just saying, homie, I'm not a fan. Listen, I'm a fan of him because he's skilled and all that, but I don't know if there's any mentality in these cats now to say, oh, man, I'm a killer. I'm going to go do this thing. He just sits around. Josh, Uso, nah. Tatum's fa-fa, homie.
Hey, man, I know they down 0-2, though, and, like, it looks like the series is over, but we'll see, though.
That's crazy to say that. Right?
I'm saying it looks like but only because 0-2 don't mean the series is over. We've seen people come back all the time from that.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that they're 0-2 at home, though.
Yeah, that's my point. That's what I told you yesterday when I cooked
But
you.
Shaq had a good point. Shaq said a comment last night along the lines of, like, if the Knicks want to put real pressure on the Celtics, though, they need to win Game 3 in New York. Because if Boston goes out there and wins Game 3, now to me the pressure's back flipped. Because now it's like, damn, now you're going to Game 4. If you're the Knicks, you're kind of sweating. Like you're still up, it's 2-1, but now the momentum is shifted back to Boston. Now Boston wins Game 4, they're going back to like it just. I've seen these things happen. So like I kind of agree with Shaq. Like as crazy as it sounds, Knicks need to win Game 3. This shit ain't over yet. It's not.
Yeah, I don't agree.
It's not
at all.
over.
I don't agree.
The Celtics are the better team, and the Celtics are missing historically bad. Like they're like this is like an all-time misses. At some point, you gotta just assume just natural math. It's gonna like at least get back to like almost normal for them. It's not gonna just be this bad every single game. So if they start knocking some of these threes down, it can get ugly. The Celtics is still a better team.
Yeah, here's the issue I have with this whole thing. I don't believe that at all because I think the momentum has been totally chipped. The Celtics dominated the Knicks all season, beating them 4 times. I think 3 of the 4 beat them by 20. And the Knicks go through this gauntlet series, even though they win it in 6. They go through a series where Detroit was like this young, nutty, gutty, nasty.
That's a good series.
Not really, but
you caught yourself.
But what happened though? No, I just said there's a difference. The contrast was different. These teams had to go play physical with the Detroit Pistons, and actually they get a more finesse team that just shoots threes in the Celtics, and it played right into the Knicks' fucking hands, homie. The Knicks have literally accepted this with open arms and been like, oh, shit, this team is not even close to being as physical as Detroit, and now we're just going to play perimeter defense and watch them miss threes and come back down 20. Because the Knicks roster is completely, we know it's night and day better. So they get up 20, and then they turn into this finesse team, and the Knicks sitting there playing tough ball, come right back and get into it. And Kendrick Perkins may be the dumbest human being on social media, but let me throw it out there. Let me be honest. He attacked Porzingis instead of Tatum, which blows my mind.
Because he's a big
superstar guy gets no criticism on your former team, but Porzingis does. Now, I want to agree with Perkins on one thing. I want to question Porzingis' thing, which I did last night. What the fuck's going on with Porzingis? Why hasn't the NBA clarified something? Why hasn't the Celtics? Why haven't Porzingis? Why hasn't the coach? Why hasn't anyone said all this bullshit hoopla around Porzingis as to what this mystery illness is, homie? I'm tired of hearing the fucking mystery illness. This is an excuse being embedded in everyone's brains now. So when they lose, it's an excuse already put in place that Porzingis wasn't. If he was there, they would have won. Fuck all that, homie. Like, what's the deal? Because last night, Windhorse reported from the locker room that Porzingis is fatigued and he's going through some sort of mystery illness regression. What the fuck does that mean, homie? When is somebody going to actually say something? Because before, Smitty, if you had an illness, the NBA mandated that you share it. Now he don't have to share it. Shit, if I'm the Knicks, I'm protesting. Fuck that. I don't want to play against him. What's he got, homie? What's that motherfucker got? He got fucking, herpes simplex 2. Motherfucker got fucking, what's he got? COVID? Like, I want to know what the motherfucker got, homie. Like, fuck all that. But I want to question Tatum for having one bucket in 2 fourth quarters, homie. That's what I would like to see from the professional Kendrick Perkins. Like, what? Fuck. If Smitty, you wouldn't even question that. If Porzingis ain't on the court, why are you questioning his ass? Not Tatum scoring one bucket. Like, that's just weak as fuck to me, homie.
Well, I have to go hear the whole entire take. I don't know, before I make comment on Kendrick. But I would say a bold statement, man. I think the Indiana Pacers are going to be in the NBA Finals. I'm going to go ahead and say that now and stand on it right now while it's early, because if I'm wrong, cool. You guys can, freezing cold, take it. I don't really give a fuck. But the Pacers are going to be in the NBA Finals. The way they're playing.
I'm not in disagreement. The
way they're running on the court, the way Tyrese Halliburton is leading that team, how clutch they are. They're the one Achilles heel that people thought they had was the lack of defense, but those guys are covering that up with just effort on defense. They got a Pascal Siakam who's a champion, who's been there. They're having fun. You got a Rick Carlisle who's a hell of a coach. They're tough. Man, and they got a great home crowd. I'm not just saying that. When you go to Fieldhouse, it's a packed house because it's not a ton to do in Indiana, and we know we are a basketball state, so it's a packed house, great home court advantage. I think the Pacers they're about to sweep the Cavs, and it's probably going to end up being, the way it looks like, it's going to be a old school battle of the Indiana Pacers and New York Knicks, like we used to see Patrick Ewing and John Starks and Reggie Miller and Travis Bass and Jalen Rose, all those boys, and I'm here to see it, but I'm here for it. But I think the Pacers are going to be in the finals, man. I wouldn't have said that at the beginning of the playoff, but I'm just looking at how they're playing. To me, they look like the best team in out East. I'm gonna be real with you. Better than the Knicks, better than everybody else out there right now. So
I don't know if they can beat the Knicks though. In 7. I don't think they can, only because
they can.
I think the heart, and I'm talking about the player heart, the factor that of him and Bridges getting hot. Like Bridges, no points. Homie scored 14 in the fourth yesterday.
Bridges be out in that 3 in that corner, boy.
I'm just saying he had 0 points and going in the fourth quarter. He goes off for 14, helps me win $70 on Bet US Fantasy.